they are country downtown. Some of them black and some of them brown. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. You never know the country people were so nice. Born and raised in Kingston City, as a youth I thought Kingston was the place to be. Until I found up a country field to check me granny and catch a country bus out a halfway tree. You never know the country bus ride so nice. Lad, you never know the country bus ride so nice. With the driver span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up. Before me know it, me catch a country, be eating jelly under a coconut tree. Talking to a lady named Sister D. She tell me your country life, Irene. You never know the country life was so nice. Lord, we never know the country life was so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. You never know the country life was so nice. When she done, she cooks dinner for me. Roast bread, fruitaki, fish and bami. And she introduced me to her family. I got her and I got her and bird a shorty. Me never know the country people so nice. God, me never know the country people so nice. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. Me never know the country people was so nice. Me love Kingston all the same. But true crime and violence, he carry bad name. But when I was a boy, it was so nice. But now that I'm a man, me have to think twice. Country life is really nice. You never know the country life was so nice. Now you never know the country life was so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. You never know the country life was so nice. Span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up. Span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up. Some more people they are country downtown. Some of them black and some of them brown. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. Me never know the country people were so nice. Me never know the country people so nice. Lord, me never know the country people so nice. Me never know the country life was so nice. Lord, me never know the country life was so nice. Me never know the country food tastes so nice. Lord, me never know the country food tastes so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. Me never know the country food tastes so nice. Span up, span up, span, span up, 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 span up, span, span up, 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 span up, span up, span, span up. More people.
Howdy. Morning.
It's who that in my shop so early?
Morning, Miss Matty. A pansy. Come down and grow. I mean, big Jilla Isle for go cook up a little saltfish with the yam when I'm umpire.
Well, you know what, Pansy? Me just open the shop. Me don't even put out the goods them good yet, except for the one them on the shelf right here.
You tired, but me can help you. Can me want go home go cook for the food?
You stop me.
You run out of lyrics.
Me run out.
You back lyrics out of mouth. Me take off the pudding pan for me head. Let me help you. Yes, thank you, me love. Thank you, my child. Boy, the cat are flat out. You know, say heavy.
Well, morning.
Morning,
Saturday morning runnings. Welcome everyone to another feature of Saturday morning runnings. It's February 5. We started on the dot of 10 a.m. and me shop open, me just come and the lady couldn't wait for me open the shop door good before she come to buy our big Gila aisle. It's a pleasure having those of you who are coming in this morning. I'm broadcasting only on the YouTube channel. So if you know persons who are over by Facebook, they would not be seeing anything. However, the post is over there. They can click the link and come on over. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to say hi. Welcome to Maxine Lyons, aka Max Poet, and Jackie Tyson, CEO of the Pudding Pan, and my, little pet name is Brain Box Jackie.
Okay.
Jennifer Douglas will be joining us in a few, and I know if Jen were on this morning, she could have helped me out with the script. She would have been a little quicker on the script more than myself. But we want to say welcome. Please share, tell everybody shop open, and we're over the Paiza this morning. Those people who are saying when they saw Paiza, they said, Lady D, a long time I not hear that. Where you dig that up? Say, but the shop Paiza was the lingo.
Yes. Everybody
back in the day. You
Yes.
say shop counter because that's perhaps the most formal and
but the
appropriate.
Paiza are the
But the
outside.
Paiza are the outside,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we want to
how
say
much church and shop Paiza? You
How
know
much
how many
what?
churches? You know how much church begin on a shop Paiza?
on a shop Paiza. Same so. So we want to say welcome this morning. Me shop stock. Anything you want, me have. See, me all I have my scale right here. So if you want your pigtail, if you want your saltfish, if you want your corned beef, sugar, flour, rice,
so nice. A bully
anything.
beef, mom.
Oh, bully beef.
Bully beef, I cannot.
No, they not corned beef, man.
No, but they will say salt beef.
Salt beef, so they know same thing.
Hey, salt beef, I want it in a keg.
Yes, and corned beef in the can.
Right, so the one.
And bully beef in a can.
In a can. That's right.
America, we're going to say corned beef because we get
corned beef. Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's all right. You learn little something in the process.
Yes.
Yes, so we want to welcome everyone with their shop. We come, we mother send we out. Morning, Ryan. Ryan is on. Aldit was the first to be on, and of course she said no, sir. I mean, no, Aldit, so we know her expression. Aldit said no, sir. So we want to welcome everyone this morning and say, hey, shop open. We've decided to go down memory lane this morning. Last week, last week was good, right? Somebody even suggested we talk about the taxis, but we'll get to the taxi. We'll get to the taxi. But we also wanted to just acknowledge the fact that, as Max said earlier before we came live, that it's Black History Month. And if we put it into perspective, every single individual who offered us service, they were in the service industry in our communities. They got up early, whether it is the farmer who had to go to ground, the shopkeeper, the minister, right, the teacher, the doctor, everybody in our communities who were in the service-oriented, little did we know, industry really served us. And even when our parents and grandparents had to find a way to build relationships so that when them broke and still needed to go eat some food, they could send their picnic to shop with a note.
Yes.
Right? Even if they couldn't write the note themselves, the picnic could write the note and said, dear Miss Mattie, me not have nothing today. but give me until weekend.
Mhm.
Right? You can send and the list start off with the codfish or the saltfish
Saltfish.
with little flour, rice, because those are staples that if you don't have that, you feel like you're
Can't
out
cook.
of your mind. You can't cook, right? And bread.
Mm-hmm.
So we were sent to the shop every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes as you got older, and we can talk about that, because when you're
Yes.
little fine, you run, you're quick, right? You take the list and you go on a shop. But as you get little older, that you get a little more self-conscious now. And you know, really go up in a shop same time. You
Mm-mm.
wait till people come out
Yes.
and hand them the list. So if as a child growing up, you knew how to do that, can you imagine the adults who had to go in there and you stand up and when somebody says, so you know what, serve Miss Mary, you say, no man, you go on ahead, you go on before
Yes.
me,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
you
for sure.
needed to have that little sidebar
Privacy.
conversation
Yes.
with your shopkeeper. Don't get your supper if you never build no relationship.
Yeah, you can't go ask.
You can't go ask. Who you go ask? Right? So all of us at a tender age understood the power of relationship and respected our shopkeepers, because if it wasn't for them, enough night people would have got to bed hungry. So
Yes.
we open up the floor because we know our shopkeepers. I know mine, the list of mine from memory. And as we talked, somebody talked about pigtail. I have my story with the pigtail.
Well, last week we talked about the pig in the bag.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to hear about the man in the bag this week.
At the shop.
At the shop. At the shop. Yes. The man in the bag at the shop.
Jackie, may I wait to hear what that sound like,
Me
but
not-
but before we go get to
Yes,
that.
we don't really want to get this. So
No,
yes,
we don't
yes.
want to get that yet. So let us now, as always, stop on over, welcome our audience. We have people who can't wait to see us this morning. By the way, remember when you come to shop, say serve. Knock your counter, serve. And you know, I will attend to you. So we want to wake up this morning and say, we there, Saturday morning runnings. Aldit says, morning.
Morning.
Then
Morning.
when we started talking and laughing, she said, no, sir, because she know how we just carry on. Then
Morning,
Andrea
Larry.
says, morning, that pudding pan, huge boy. Jackie, hold up your pudding pan, let them see it again.
Yes. We need Ryan to come help me take up the pump pan.
Ryan,
Me
Jackie
bend
need
down
your
and take up-
help.
Wait.
Jackie need your
By the
help
way,
this morning.
before me go any further, I need to put on the cutter.
Please
So you
do.
know, say, me have to ball up the cutter. Oh no, if I make cutter,
Yes, man.
give me a fancy cutter because you know, so we used to have to use the banana leaf
The
and get the
banana leaf.
cutter. And you put it on your head and make sure say sit down good. And
Yes.
then you
Right.
bend down and you,
Show them how it's done there, Jack.
all right, we ready now.
Mm.
All right, haul up the donkey there. Hold on for the rope of the donkey picnic. Come on, let's go. Make we go. All right, we have long to walk. I have to go make for the dinner. So make we go. Me have to stop at Miss Pansy shop and get 2 flash out because me can't manage the saltfish this week at all.
So, by the way, you're all wondering who Pansy is? And me.
Yes. And when you go down to Miss Pansy shop, you say Miss Pansy. You don't
Yeah.
say Pansy like me because you are picnic.
Picnic.
All right, thanks.
Remind them, the Jackie.
Mhm.
Remind them.
Mhm.
All right. So, Ryan says, "Big up you, ladies." Thank you, Ryan.
Put
Hi,
on
Ryan.
the pump on
Morning.
heavy. Put on the pump
It
on.
is so chill.
So, let's start talking. Jackie,
Yes, ma'am.
over
Yes.
the shop Paiza.
Over Miss Irish shop.
And and remember now, each week we come on, there might be somebody new. So just quickly say where you come from.
Yeah, you mean you mean
Yes.
on us
Always
to-
reintroduce.
yes.
To our
I'm kind of keeping up as well on the device to see
Yes.
who is on, and I know some faces are new. So
Okay.
I am Jackie from the Punpan, and I'm from a little district called Free Hill in St. Anne, and that's in the parish where you have St. Anne's Bay, and I'm like 7 miles up the hill, up in the cool hills of St. Anne, called a little place called Free Hill. Free Hill is where the slaves from Seville had gone to be freed, and they call that little area Free Hill.
Okay.
So that's where I'm
Okay.
from.
History.
History.
You must know with history. Max say history. For me, history as a picnic.
Pick me.
Yes.
As a
All right, so I'm Maxine Lyons, aka Max Poet. I was born in Kingston, but I grew up in St. Mary, moved to Manchester where I went to college, and now I live in Georgia. Of course, I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I'm a singer. I have a book, Deep Thoughts. You can get that on Amazon, wherever you want to get it. And I have CDs of my poetry. I write part for pieces. I have 2 CDs, Film History as a Picnic and Foreigner About. If you're interested in getting copies, you can reach out to me and I can ship them to you. And of course, I do performances too. I do stage performances of poetry and of my music. Thank you, Lady D, for this platform. And morning, everybody.
You're most welcome, Max, because as we said earlier, some of us will need people along the way to take us to where we need to go. So if we think, say, just we one and can make things roll, it not always work like that.
One this money need
One and
50%.
can't clap, one and can't clap. Either make no nice? No.
What you said, Jack?
Somebody order 50-cent butter.
Ryan. Some say Ryan I order up in 50 cents worth of butter. So come Ryan, step in. We go cut up a salt butter, the stick one becoming on an anchor.
I don't know best butter.
All right, so the good old days of the shopkeeper. It's Black History Month, everyone. Welcome. Cat is on, Princess is on, and we're from the same community in Penance, in North Central Clarendon. And we had several shopkeepers. Some you found out were your favorites because of how they treated you as a picnic.
Yes.
Because some shopkeepers, they were a little rigid, especially when sales now go too well. The trusting part not always go down too good neither, Then we say to you, say, your granny owe me from last month. Right? They send that kind of message, but there were those who were so understanding, even if they had challenges meeting, the needs of their community in terms of all the staples that people needed to survive. They were there. And they would say, all right, a picnic, we can make
So one day, we can give a little story. So one day, my granny sent me go a shop. Of course, when I go to school right now, because I must see it Saturday morning. Remember if it was a Saturday morning. One lady was at the house, because there's always somebody in my grandmother's house. Go to Miss Iris shop. Go tell her, say I want 2 stay effects. Stay effects. Me run gone out of Miss Iris. Miss Iris, Granny says she want 2 stay effects. You're the man when I back ask Miss Iris, I would send the penny come by sliced bread. Me I tell you, say I know sliced bread. A stay effects. Granny says stay effects. You know what that lady did?
No, so listen now. That's something they come along with you do,
Yes.
On a slice, but me did I tell him? I said no, Granny never says. I thought me had a good behaving picnic, No, never say sliced bread. Come in on one. Me no know. Granny never say a slice bread, Miss Iris. Granny says stay there.
And we do remember the good old stay fix, right?
Good old stay fix.
Stay
But a stay
fix.
fix me go
Me
ask for.
know. Do we
And
remember
the man,
that?
him know say a slice bread.
Mhm. But did you know that there were a lot of people who, when women, when they went to buy it, they would kind of like hide it to the side
Yes.
so
Yes,
nobody not see that they're buying it.
yes,
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
I
Some of
mean,
them would
I
even
guess
call
that's
in
why
the
they.
point on the shelf, point
The
at the item.
point.
I
Yes.
guess that's why they may send me because me a little bit, me no know better.
You,
So
you,
nobody. Any penny come buy sliced bread.
oh Lord. So Max, so Jack, tell us now about your shopkeepers. So we move
Oh,
it around.
all
And
right.
by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're wondering where is Jennifer Douglas, aka Miss Jen. She'll be joining us momentarily. So stay, because when Jen come, then that's a whole new slant to everything. So Jackie, name some of your
All
shopkeepers.
right.
And for those of you who are on with us, start calling out your shopkeeper names. I will be posting them in your lower thirds. So start talk about your shopkeeper.
All right.
Let's talk
Me a
about
talk
it
before you
together.
enter the district. You have
Mhm.
Miss Oni, Miss Iris. You have I don't remember what that other lady name, but one of the most well known ones was Miss Boods. Miss Boods had the biggest shop at the crossroad. If every community have a crossroad. Everything happen at crossroad. Dance go on at crossroad, fighting, all kind of something go on at crossroad a shop. So
Mm.
Miss Boods shop, then you go around the corner, you have Miss Cherry and you have Mr. Walker shop.
Mhm. Okay,
So
so
those
those were your shopkeepers.
yes.
Hmm.
So they were like evenly spaced all throughout
Right,
the
right.
district along the road.
Hmm.
So people at different points can have access.
Okay, so Max, your shopkeeper.
Okay, so in my immediate district, we had Mr. Neville, we
Hmm.
have Miss Madeline. Those were in the immediate district. But on the main road now we had Mr. Ferdy or Miss
I
Jenkins.
yeah,
It was Mr.
Mr.
Ferdy or Miss
Ferdy. There you go.
Jenkins. Then
Hmm.
we have Miss Fisher or Miss Allah. Miss Fisher was a white woman, and she didn't call her Miss Allah. I guess that was her last name, but she was Miss Fisher and Miss Allah. And then we have
Hmm.
Mr. Small. So those were the four main shops in my
Hmm.
vicinity. The
Right.
major one for me or for us right within the district, or the closest one was Mr. Neville. Then after
Hmm.
Mr. Neville, you have to pass Mr. Neville to go on Miss Madeline. Miss
Hmm.
Madeline shop was a shop where we it was a shop where my grandmother buy her groceries every Saturday night. We left a buckle torch and we go a shop. And Miss
Hmm.
Madeline shop we get with 3 pound of rice and with 2 pound of flour. I can tell you the numbers that she would always order. She now pass three.
Right.
2 pound of flour because she know eat dumpling.
Oh.
3 pound of rice the most. 2 tin of milk
Hmm.
the most, sometimes 1 tin. Most of the
Hmm.
time it was a trust until next week. So she was what we call pay and take. So you pay
Hmm.
this week and take, then
Take.
next week you pay
Hmm.
and you take.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But it was a shop that I look forward to going, Miss Madeline shop, because anytime I go to my Spanish shop, I know me I get the Paradise Plum or
Sure.
the Jojo or the
Yes.
Bulla.
Or your car, sweetie.
Yes, I look
Car
forward to going to my
sweetie.
Spanish shop just because. And she said one special Bulla for a Bulla. Them I don't know what she used to buy them because it's a shop in not to be,
Hmm.
and come with their groceries to sell in the district. But she had this Bulla that she always sell. The Bulla, the flat and thin and extra big. But
And
the
crispy
edges
around
were
the
very
edge.
thin and very sweet. And when I made that the Bulla, I bite on the whole edge of the Bulla. It was
Because around the edges were crispy.
crispy and sweet,
Yes.
extra sweet.
Yes.
And I used to love that Bulla. I they could have sent me go shop anytime because me don't want to go to my smiling shop. Me I get me
Yes.
Bulla and me I get me Jojo and me tambourine bar.
Hmm.
Yes, please.
I'm a paradise plum. I mean, the love of paradise plum, yeah. Oh my God.
That's so that
My dad
sweet,
had a little shop
sweety,
too.
tangy taste.
My
Yes.
dad had a little shop down by the crossroad there too, because Miss Wood's shop eventually burnt down, and his shop was right below hers. And me know say anytime I send me go a shop and me go down there, so me I get kissed off
Sure.
because if them ask me what me want, it wasn't sweetie. If they ask me want sweetie, me say no, it's always Kisco.
Hmm.
And guess what? Then call me from that. From if you could if me hear somebody say Kisco, I know somebody who
You
knew me
know
from I was a
somebody.
child. Because that was my nickname, Kisco.
Kisco.
Yeah.
Okay. Kisco Pop.
Kisco Pop.
Kisco Pop. Welcome everyone. We're there. See me shop. My name is Pansy.
Oh my God.
Shop open. Anybody who a go down a crossing, I go down to go catch them bus down a bus line. Can't stop. Me have aerated water. Me have ketchup. Me have Guinness. Me have pepper. Me have oil. Everything in a me shop.
Fancy save two tin a mackerel there for me till me I come back. Me I run go down a sentence me and come back. Yeah.
That is right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
So welcome, welcome everybody. So let me quickly now. So in Penance, you have a nice paved road where we call Birds Island before you get up to the crossroad. So on your way up there is Miss May. Miss May used to have a little section right to the front of our house. And on Fridays, my grandmother, Miss Ruby, would send me down to Miss May for the pigtail.
Oh, Lord.
What I used to do, I used to pick the pigtail tail, the tail of the pigtail, pick it in its raw state, take me time, walk all the way down a Bird's Island before me reach up a crossroad so that people don't see. So I would pick the pigtail all the way up to crossroad and not nice. So you know, me don't know if nobody not like raw pigtail, but I used to love it. And there's an art in picking it so that it's not obvious when they take it out of the bag. Right? You just take time, you use your finger and you pick round the little tip right there so till it broke off. Like you can so that was Miss May. Then when you reach a crossroad now, well, you have Roy Cole Bar to your left, and then you had Miss Andis Philly where Books and Miss Claire had a shop. They were the kind of more established looking shop, you know. You had them down there. So and then when you go up a little hill now past the Prophecy Church, and to the left you had Miss Inez and Mr. Osborne. We used to call Mr. Osborne Penny. And it's over Penny, my little 50 cents that I used to earn. I said, they need to make money, but nobody didn't really teach me about money management because I used to wash my uncle car. Uncle Lloyd had one of them Angler kind of car. I used to get 50 cents to wash. I no ask it me no wash, you know, when you see me bend down under that car, I use up my hose and get me 50 cents. Guess where me head first? Down to Penny. And it is by my Shirley biscuit. And he knows that that is my thing. As me come in, my Miss Inez know. And then up the road, a little from there, was Auntie. She came years later. She's now deceased, but she had a shop too. Then when you go up the road now, past my house, and over on the right was Miss Sylvie. And Miss Sylvie. So everywhere you go, there is a shop.
Yes.
But again, if you never make relationships, you couldn't go into the shop. But there was a shop everywhere. So that was front road. Then you had back road. And round a back road now, you had Miss Cookie and Uncle Ken, Uncle Mike. So you had Mike and Miss Cookie. And Miss Cookie was my grandmother's solid shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Now, when my aunties are go a shop and we go with them and uncle, sometimes we used to wonder, maybe because we did little, the box must it did look big, but it was some big old box. So when you see my Uncle Jim put that box on his head, some huge boxes, and we walk through the orange grove and go up to the house.
A big box.
My auntie is saying the boxes were big and packed.
Yes.
And so, because we were in is a large family. So, I know little half a pound and nothing and 1 pound and nothing. Everything is like bulk. It's like you go to BJ's.
Okay.
And mama would just shop big like that. So and then you had Miss up a little up from Sister Cookie, you had Miss Phyllis, Auntie Phyllis, Regine and our brother. Yes. So and all of our shopkeepers knew all of us in the community. And there was never a moment that you pass there and as a picnic, buy something, or your parents go send you go buy something a shop.
Mm-hmm. The first time me see the movie called The Burning Hell. You remember that movie? The Burning Hell. Everybody afraid after that, The Burning Hell was right at Miss Irish shop.
Jackie, we getting a bit of a feedback.
Oh, I don't know. I have the headphones in.
There's a bit of a feedback. Welcome, those of you. We'll be posting your comments in the continue.
Yes. The Burning Hell, they showed it right on Miss Irish shop Paiza. And remember my grandmother carried a white sheet and then pin it up on some board thing across the near the shop Paiza there upon some board, and they have the projector down on one side of the Paiza, and everybody come out and stand up and watch the Burning Hell. So shop Paiza was only for sell. You come and go order. The man them play domino out there, and people like me, where I come from, make me grown with me good. Can take over the people them shop Paiza and set up shop out there. You sell little tomato and little something outside. And the people them shop Paiza. We are unruly Jamaican people. That's how we be here.
Right. and we can set up anything at any time. I think I see a familiar person popping in here,
And where is it?
Morning.
No, we don't say morning. You're on the wrong platform.
Because I want to know.
I serve, you should say.
Morning.
We just don't teach English. So if we teach English, we're going to have the proper, no, we have to get in a little group. At what time?
That is right. Part what time. Welcome, Jen. We shop and we shopkeepers in the community. And of course, the people in the chat, they're giving their input as well. And we want to welcome everyone. In a minute, I'll be going through your comments. Don't forget to post where you come from, your shopkeeper name. Okay? So you can big up your shopkeeper posthumously, or they're still here.
Yeah.
Right? But it's Black History Month, and we're talking about how our shopkeepers really served us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes we were ungrateful to,
True.
Because when we go in a shop, we want demands them up, like say, them have to give it. Not realizing that they too have to stock. So if we don't pay up, they can't buy
again. True.
They can't buy anything.
No.
All the shop, they leave it here, the shop are going to just fall apart.
Exactly.
I believe my son, when he was born in Jamaica, and he was only 5 years old when he came to America. But I remember his days back in Jamaica, and I was cooking and I run out of little rice or little flour or little oil. And he was only 3 years old when he said, Mama said me go buy one big jill, not even big jill, like a pint of oil, because them the time they know it's pint and quart and gallon and those things. But he was and a pound of flour, and that's how he learned. And when my son came to America, he was able to go to the store and not be afraid. You understand me? Because he thought America was just the same as Jamaica. So, you know, he learned a lot about pint and quart and pound and, you know, and those things at that
Going on
time.
that,
And
yeah.
we all sometimes, if I don't have the money, I would say go to, I can't remember any of the names though. Really can't remember.
You're too young.
No, yeah. When I had my son, I was still young, but I couldn't remember any of the name. But I used to say, go down to Mr. say John Shop and tell him to give you a pound of rice till later. And he was willing to give it. I don't think he can do it now in Jamaica. I don't think so. You think so?
No, man, you still have people who have shop and
Yeah, I'm
still.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have to
Man.
do it.
And
Yeah.
hello, as a matter of fact, you just spoke about the denominator there, you know, and I have a section that you see pound, shilling, pence, or dollars.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Tell us what your denominator was back in the day.
The dollars, because
Yes.
yeah, I never
Some
know
of
about
us were not in the pound and
Well,
shilling
me,
and
yeah,
pence.
I had to go to the shop and order half pint of peas to my grandmother. So
Jackie. You're
So
young.
again, Jackie, half pint of peas with what? The pound, the shilling, or the pence, or
pound.
dollars.
Oh no, with the
Not
pound,
even
with dollars, with
Maxine.
All
dollars,
right. Because
Well,
I'm
with
we
like,
used,
dollars.
what
No
we
Maxine.
used
man,
to
no. I thought you meant the measurements.
no, man.
no, the
No.
pound is the
No.
money we're
The
talking about.
money.
No.
The
Pound,
shilling.
shilling, and pence.
That's
Well,
what
I don't know that.
my mother time. My mother used to talk about the shilling and she used to have a at her bedside. She used to have a thing called Yes Saint Laurent. It's a name
Oh,
brand,
Eve.
right? And
Eve Saint Laurent.
they had a little thing that you could put things in like money in. I didn't
Mhm.
know, and that is how I know about Yes Saint Laurent. And now they're making big designer clothes, but they were there from long years from my mother time. And she had something that she would put her money in there, and some shillings were in there too. Some
Mhm.
shillings.
Well,
Right.
I know
I
about the
just
pence.
see 1 second, Max. I just see Cat Errol Stewart post Mass Melton shop. But when I got to Penance, Mass Melton shop was already closed. There wasn't anything operating, which is why I didn't mention it, Cat. But yes, Mass Melton shop right at the foot of Crawl Hill.
I guess you're too young.
Yeah, when I got there, that
Gone already.
shop, yeah, that shop
Shop
was
locked up.
So Wilbert, you in everything pound, shilling, and pence. Okay. Name what you used to spend your money at the time. Or you were a dollar's child, like some of us.
Well, me know about
Nemard
the
Rowe
pence.
is my cousin. Nemard Rowe is my cousin,
Oh,
ladies.
morning, Nemad. He
And
says,
he's
my
telling about
hold
Miss
on,
Winnie.
Max.
Those are from
Hold
Hanover,
on.
Lucy.
Yes, my shopkeeper name. All right, so let me post it for you. My shopkeeper name was Miss Winnie from Lance's River in Hanover. What was she like, Nemad? Good shopkeeper or no good? Because some of them did, as I said, rough, bad. Mhm.
These are rough bad.
No man, rough, bad. Mhm.
Yes.
So, and then, like we spoke about going to market the other day, they had to do the same thing. Some of them had drivers who would take them to go buy up them stock.
Right.
Yes, some of them had their little personal drivers who would take them, whether they're going to Maypen or Chapelton or wherever, to go buy up them thing.
Yes,
And
that's true.
I remember when Miss Sylvie started to sell stock. Miss
She
Sylvie,
was
you
a
could,
good shopkeeper. She was a good shopkeeper.
yes, because her Judith used to make the sock, and Judith also taught me how to knit. So Judith used to make the sock, and we used to go and get sock up of Miss Sylvie. Of course, I mentioned the other day, Miss Rita used to sell at with primary school gate. But the sock
Miss Woods,
experience,
no, Miss Woods had the only jukebox in the area.
sure, sound system.
Here's the jukebox, so you put the money in and play the song. So me go up on Miss Woods one day to buy something, and Daddy was up there, and Daddy said, "Well, music, you want to play one music?" So me say, "Yes, Daddy."
So you
So
put in your money.
so he give me the money, and he said, "Me put in the money, and I put in the money." And he said, "If you pick the song, no, me can't read them the song, you know, because me I look pick them, and I can't read them big song. You put in one music was something. Oh, Cherry Oh Baby.
Sure.
Oh, the festival song that.
Mhm.
I think that was it. Or Cherry Oh Baby.
Sure. And that was your selection.
Yeah, that was my selection.
But I love, guess what? I love the shop then because me used to get my cheese tricks and me lollipop and me mint ball and me tambourine ball and me love the shop then. Me used to, apart from last week when we talked about my school and the people at the gate, where the shop them used to give me my little sweetie them.
Sure. So you build your relationship right there too.
I'm a jackass can.
Mm-hmm. So which means that you never pay no money though, Jen.
I'm gonna tell you how I get my money. And my mother is gone now, so it's okay. When my mother sent me to the shop and she would give me some money and the change were left.
Just keep it for
You
yourself.
just keep it.
Just pocket it.
And then she used to say, why the shopkeeper sell the thing so dear? You know, get my no change. No.
You know, can't come out straight, right?
The no lead.
Oh, full of jackass can.
Well, one of the shop in my area, which was on the main road, was, as I mentioned before, was Mr. Freddy and Miss Jenkins. I used to love going there because they were on the road. They had electricity because the ones in my district had no electricity. But the ones in the main road, they sell all the frozen stuff and all the fancy and all the pretty. One of the reasons why I used to love go to Mr. Freddy shop is the fact that the jukebox was there, as Jackie mentioned earlier on. That was the only shop where the jukebox. So I couldn't go in there and punch music in because I beaten did I get for that. But of course,
you can't go in on your own.
Linger just for a year when other people play the music or punch the music. Some people knew the number and the letter, because you know the jukebox had the letter and the number. So some people could tell you their head which number is which song. And I love that. What I also like about that shop was the fact they had all the top shelf items. So if you wanted a corned beef, district shop now sell corned beef because it's too there. So you have to go on the main road to get this corned beef. So if you wanted a pack of sanitary pad, or if you wanted corned beef or anything or found fancy, the best butter, you have to go to Mr. Freddy's shop because Mr. Freddy so you can't afford to sell the best butter animal. If you want chicken back, whatever, it was Mr. Freddy's shop. Then we also had Miss Fisher. Miss Fisher now was a posh, like Miss Fisher was a white woman. She was white, and her husband was half white. Dark, kind of darkish, I don't know. But Fair Shop now was stock. She was shop plus. She had grocery item, but she also sell haberdashery stuff. So she have anything mechanical you want. You want a spanner, you want a screwdriver, she have it. Yes.
All under one roof.
Bicycle. The whole 9 yards, she had it there. Balloons all day long, all year round. Miss Fisher had it. So, and she had ice cream, which no other regular shop never, because of course she had a bar separate from the shop itself. Everybody was referred to her as Miss Fisher tea because for her something that was always very dear, not expensive dear. So people referred to her, but any item you could not get in the regular shop, she would always have that item. Anything you could get, you could go to her and you'd get it. But she was further down on the main. And Christmas time, Fair Shop carried the swing. Because everybody lined up on the pizza and the music a play and the ice cream a sell and the balloon a blow and the whole night. So she was like the rich shop, you know, call it, the rich person of the area with the shop. You know, the richest shop, then the biggest shop in the area. But you know, life back then was just awesome. Unfortunately, they all passed away, but
I tell you.
Yeah.
Morning, everyone.
One of your audience take liberty with me, say me love my belly. Ryan.
All right. No pain, no mind. 10:45, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Saturday morning.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, you there?
Oh, there.
Oh, you do?
Me good. What you want this
You
morning?
have Dasheen and me a Mozilla yam. You know want to fi buy.
Oh, yes, because you know, Mas Polly stopped by last week and him say, ask me, and me never have none. So come in, man.
All
Come in,
right,
Pansy, come
Pansy.
in.
Me know say me could
yeah, you
depend
call
on
them the
you,
people at the Walkfoot Plaza.
I want to shop.
That's one of my poems. I have a poem called Walkfoot Plaza.
Me
Yeah.
kata. I'm a
You
kata.
have it with you?
I don't have it with me, sorry.
Okay. Yes. Going forward, you ladies can take, snippets of what you do, and you can
Yeah.
say them here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So morning, everybody. We know some people up and about and here with us. So we're talking about over the shop Paiza. And as Jackie reminded us, the Paiza, the outside, then
Outside part.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Everything
then
going out. That's all.
oh,
All
so.
right. One at a time, me go a shop. Granny send me go a shop.
Mhm.
And only for when me step up on the shop Paiza,
Mhm.
me hear commotion inside the shop. So me a little picnic, me step up in the shop and then nearly lick me down out the way. You know, say a two woman a fight over one man
Oh
Oh,
my.
in
dear.
the shop.
Oh,
That's
dear.
where
The shop.
all
And it's spread out and it's spread out and it come out on the
Mhm.
outside of the shop Paiza.
Mhm.
If you see
if you
dry
want
foot,
to know people business, they
but
go
if you
to
see
the
the,
shop.
but me never know then. But if you see dry foot, walk foot man, where them a fight
Them a
over,
fight
then
over.
they will choose underneath foot. Yes.
If you want to hear people
He
business,
was
go
not
Miss Matty
eligible
shop.
at the time.
Go Miss Matty shop and you hear everybody business.
A robot.
Everybody who did have baby for who did
And so
who.
you know what?
And guess what? You think say you trust them something, but they that keep it secret. Most time them say that woman they should love trust you, see man. She do them on up here. And I saw, so your business never safe with the shopkeeper.
Yes.
Never
Some
safe.
of them.
It's true.
Some of
Some
them.
of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Some
Yeah.
of them, yeah, but it's true because the moment you step into the shop, like if it's an adult
Mm-hmm.
and you step into the shop, you can read your shopkeeper body language.
Yes.
Yes.
Like him, like them, I say, when come pictures
Yes,
now.
see again now. Here she come this week.
Your granny said she owe me some money.
From my left
Yeah,
Yes,
Jamaica,
some of
me
them.
can't send everything go give her. Me can't send the little flour. Me can't send the little sugar. Me not send nothing more go give her.
Yes.
from my left
Sometimes.
Jamaica, I have never seen half slice of bread again. Quarter bread, half bread.
You
Yeah.
start by your whole bread.
To America is a blessing because we couldn't have sometimes you couldn't afford the whole bread.
Yes,
so you have
by
to
half a
cut in
quarter.
half, quarter, then they measure it with a knife.
Mhm.
They say
Yes.
this and
Yes.
this part, and then that's a half.
Yes.
And you cut it. Yeah.
But me I go shop from them wrap flour in a brown
Brown
paper.
bag. The brown
Mhm.
bag. Yes.
know
Me
about
know me a plain now. Left out of the people in shop playing with the flour and the flour starts to throw away. Because the little thing unroll, the thing that they fold over to hold it,
Yes.
it unfolded and I throw away the flour because me see my friend them up the road and me and them a play. And
So one of your dumpling
Pearl
gone.
come out our yard with our broomstick. Sister Lua, no send you to shop. Go up to your grandmother. And she come after with the broomstick.
Mhm. That's
You feel me?
when residents in our community were watching
Yeah.
over other people's children, your
Yes.
neighbors' children,
Yes.
right?
Can't do that.
Some things
Everybody
you
was your
couldn't do.
parents then.
Yeah, you have to wait
Yeah.
until you're out of eye shot, ear shot, every shot before you try a
The
thing.
morality, the moral man, it was so
Different.
great at that time because when you go to shop, everybody's watching you for your mother. You're
Yes.
like the village race, they call the village rules. Rule the
Village
child or
raise
something
you.
like
To
that.
raise the child.
Have to raise
Yeah.
you.
And everyone, if you
Yeah.
go into that shop, everybody know you better speak proper, have good manners, and
Mhm.
everything. No, everything goes. The society
Yeah.
break down so much. You see the difference. Oh my.
Yeah.
Jackie,
Yeah.
here somebody, Errol says, Kat says, my cousin, Mr. Barrington Stewart, was once the principal of Free Hill
Oh, Mr.
School.
Stewart, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh
See there
wow.
now, so that you drop right there. So let's acknowledge
Right.
our audience as they're posting. So Ryan says, drop in the Patwa Max. So me say, you love
All
that,
right,
you know.
Ryan. May I drop it, you know, for you, like, catch you know?
Yes.
So you remember last week me tell you about the pig in the bag.
Yes.
All right. So this was my experience. Is a good friend of ours. She just left here this morning. They live in Clarendon, right? So our auntie have one big shop down at the crossroad. So the man them always a play domino and all them something on the outside and the Paiza at the shop. So say late now shop is about to lock. So one man come in with one bag and like I said, Miss Birdie, put up a bag here for me. Well, a bag here for me. Me come back Friday later or tomorrow and put on the bag inside of the shop. So the man they move inside now from off of the Paiza. Here comes this man. He was out there with them too. But it's like a Jamaican Chinese man, and he lean up on the bag. So it's like he feel like the bag shift. So him get up and him start to say twang. When they say twang, they spit them a spit twang. Dark in bush, shapalak, man in a bag. So him keep saying shapalak, man in a bag. Twang, dark in bush, shapalak, man in a bag. So the other man them were play domino. I say, what am I talk about? What you talk about, man, whatever. So them pick up him, it's like him eye them and I pick up and him I say, twang, dark in bush, man in a bag. You see when they go inside of the shop, them pick up what I'm saying now. You see when they go into the shop, I want man in the bag. The bag where them other man carry come ask them to keep. Them a plan for rob the shop tonight. So them carry him and put on inside of the bag.
Oh God.
China man come sit on it. China man don't speak good English. So but that's why I must say dark in bush. The other man them out in the dark in the bush.
Oh,
Dark in bush. Shapalak. Man in a bag. The man in the bag. Them already when they lock the shop, all him would do is just
come out to the
and rob the shop.
And rob the shop.
And rob the shop.
Oh my God.
So, you see, it's a community effort right there again.
There you go.
Save the shopkeeper and the shop.
Yeah, they used to rob the shop them a lot of times. The people them come and all them things gone out the shop.
All right, so let's say hi to our audience now. So Kat says, Papa Jesus on the noise. Aldis says, crazy Ryan, him broke sell 50 cents butter. Ryan, Aldis, I give it to you. What I'm saying, and 1 pound of flour with some cornmeal there, please. In my place in order.
Okay.
You need to have, okay. Somebody says, who this now? Brenda, bless us up. A blessed morning.
Oh my goodness.
It says, Jackie, we wouldn't even call the name. That was the STFX, Jackie.
Oh, yes, the STFX.
Yes. What this person say, you give the shopkeeper the bag to put it in. All right, Ryan. So you know all of that. Yeah.
Finish up, man.
Andrea says, I can only remember one name, Mr. Roy. All right. What town you come from, Andrea? Maybe the enough shop name their own for your side. So. All right. Let's say I don't remember none of them. Me have to go ask Mama.
I never forget my shopkeeper name. Always remember them.
Mystical Speed. This is I know who this is. He says Mr. Chinque, corner of Rosalie Avenue and Waltham Park Road. Okay. Everybody talk about them shopkeeper.
Yes.
Somebody talk about the Paradise Plum was a popular sweet.
Yes.
Andrea.
Yes, I remember that one. I remember that one.
Love it.
Somebody says she said cheese was my favorite thing to buy. She did love cheese.
Oh, cheese.
And by the way, they won't never keep cheese on fridge neither. Then just keep it in the
butter.
Okay, so
the other day I took my butter out of the fridge and put it on the counter.
Yeah, but they keep the cheese in the showcase where they have the bread and the butter and the cheese. And sometimes the cheese start get crispy and dry, but they still are cut and sell it.
Lady D, you know what was my shopkeeper name?
Because
I was from Kingston. all of them was Miss Chin.
Every shopkeeper,
Every shopkeeper.
Because there's a lot. After a while, when I was growing up, a lot of the Chinese were coming over to Jamaica, and they were opening up corner shops. So most of the other shops were closed down, and then they started to having these shops. So everybody was Miss Chin, Miss Chin, Mr. Chin.
Mr. Chin.
Even now, they still refer to them as that because it's easy.
As my Chinese looking, then call them.
Oh, you know, so.
Chinese Chin.
All right. So here all did she now teasing me, Lady D. Me could understand the saltfish picking, but picking.
Me too.
Because
I agree with Aldi. Me can't say you pick.
Yes, man. You have to know me. No, sir.
Me never see the pigtail picking.
No, me would
pick
out the sugar. No, man. No, well, when they used to send me, so you know, I was like a volunteer. Because you know, they have me little stuff to take care of on the way back. So when they sent me down to Sister Cookie, I was when they sent me down to Sister Cookie, especially when they got Mama want saltfish, and you know the hardback, right? And I would get tomato. So I would take a tomato out of the fridge. You must know me plan out this, you know. Me walk with me own a tomato. Dash down through the orange grove behind the big old foul Cuba we did have. And go on back road, go to Miss Cookie, get me saltfish, and then you see once me start walk up through the orange grove, then me one and Jesus and the bag. And you see me a strip off, yes, take off, lay out, because I love eating saltfish with the tomato. Not sweet stuff.
That's why you walk in the tomato. Me no wonder.
That's why me walk with me.
No, I figured it was to take away the salt. But
I love that thing, saltfish and tomato.
Yes. We see saltfish back then like that. Cut it up, soak it up, clean it up, cut it up in small pieces, and cut up tomato and onion, and put a little oil and mix it up raw and eat it like that with bread.
Yeah. So here, Erica, she said, "Now, good morning to the crew. You leave out the chicken back when you call for the chicken and touch your back."
I said, "Me 2 pound of chicken back."
Because remember, like now, you know, chicken back was considered the poor
I
meat.
know, right?
Yeah.
So my mother's staple.
Chicken back and ton car meal.
And ton car meal
was given to the dog in my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog eat the turn car meal and the chicken back. My mother never made us eat the chicken back.
Your mother did rich. My mother used to throw the chicken back and save the oil for cook dinner for the next day. So when they buy chicken back, they get all that fat, fry out the fat, put the oil in a bottle and use it for cooking.
Yeah, my grandfather used to raise pigs. He never ate pork, but him raising nicest pigs. And then my grandmother used to fry out the oil and keep the oil for cook.
So here Ryan just says, so then fry out the fat to get the oil to fry the dumpling.
Fry the dumpling.
Wow. That was delicious though.
Nothing sweet though.
Yes.
Yes, man. And Alex says the Burning Hell movie scare you right into heaven.
You know what I couldn't understand, because my husband used to he's from Manchester and he used to have a grocery shop. And what I couldn't understand is how everybody from everywhere just come park up and sell stuff. Some sell mango, orange, yam, whatever. On the shop Paiza, and nobody asked question. Nobody never asked.
But that's what I said earlier.
Yes, but them park up and sell stuff.
Yes, they come and set up on your shop Paiza.
Everybody have to eat food, them say. Everybody have to eat food.
But they never ask permission, and nobody said,
no, I know. It's diamond for thyself. Is the selfish nature come now?
It's funny.
It's a shop.
Yeah.
I run back.
Arten say upper class say Orange Grove, lower class say Orange Walk. Whatever.
That's
Whatever,
true.
princess. So Christine come from Denby, Clarendon, from East Street, aka Cemetery Road. My shopkeeper was Miss White or Miss Beeson. Blessings, Christine.
All
Christine,
right.
Christine is an adventurous person. She just traveled. Um, I have to go look back quickly, but she was having an experience. All did say, yeah, man, the shop thing still are going in Jamaica, same way, even with toothpaste now.
Yes, you can get the squeeze of toothpaste to buy. That's what I heard. You
I
can
What?
buy
should.
some tea bag. You
What?
can buy some oats. They open the oats box and sell you some out of it. That's what I
Wow.
heard. Somebody who
You
been
hear
there.
that? You hear that, Lady D? I did
Yes.
say a good thing that people stop saying you go shop, Lady D. I did say so.
No problem. Nemard Rowe, your cousin, Jen. My
Yes,
shopkeeper
yes,
name was Miss Winnie from Lance's River in Hanover.
yes.
Yes, man.
Okay.
We have to acknowledge our audience because they are participating with us.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Erica, she come back with one more now. Miss Mary and Barbara are Mr. Khan bread shop. Hot cocoa bread. Miss Valley, Miss Blossom. All right.
So
You remember them, Erica?
every community you have
Yes.
those. You
Wilbur,
have
Wilbur
some
said
names that are
chicken
similar.
chassis. What is chicken chassis? Chassis?
Chicken chassis.
Chicken chassis and
What
chicken
is?
back. Same thing.
Chicken
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 back.
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 A chicken back.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
know that it was
Chicken
called that
chassis.
way. Okay.
Yeah,
I
learn
learned that
again.
from my
Yeah,
mother.
Lord.
She talk about chicken chassis.
Yeah, chicken chassis.
Mhm.
And sometimes you will be lucky when you buy chicken back, you get a leg or two, and sometimes on a breast. Accidentally
What?
put the chicken back and you're
Yeah.
glad.
Oh, Kat says, how about punching number forget balloon at Christmas time?
Oh, I remember that one.
Yes.
Yes,
True.
yes, I remember.
Yeah,
Yes.
you use that every red cent just to try to get the big balloon.
The big balloon.
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
Not
Okay,
one thing bully me.
Monica said Porter's Mountain, Westmoreland, Miss Francella Bernard, Miss Vanjie Minot, top shops in the community.
All
Yes,
right.
Very good.
yes, Monica. Nice to remember. It's Black History Month. We are paying our respects, to our shopkeepers because man, they used to really help out some serious situation for
Mhm.
people. Yes. Well, all did say now, all did busy this morning. She said, up to this day, me still love the brown paper where wrap up the sugar and flour. Yes, ma'am.
And with that brown paper, when they wrap the flour and sugar, we used to use it to wrap book, when you get your textbook.
Yes.
You wrap the textbook,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
you brush off the flour and brush off the sugar and use
And
to wrap
brush off
Yes.
the shit.
Because some of the shopkeepers used to sell the text, your exercise book
exercise
and
book.
pencil and something to
Mhm.
Yes.
and you could get a half a rubber, half a
Yes.
eraser.
Jesus, please. We sell everything.
Everything.
Everything
Yes.
is done at half and quarter.
All
Lord,
inclusive.
All
All under one.
inclusive shop.
All under one. Yes, all inclusive shop.
Yes, I
But
remember.
what used to interest me was like when I would go up to like Miss Sylvie, which was closer to the house,
Mhm.
and it is in the back. So this is the shop, right? And then there is a little door, a little doorway, and then she have a curtain.
Mhm.
So when she go back there, so now somebody come in, say them want whether salt pork or pig tail
Yes,
or
yes,
something,
that's true.
then go back there, so go
Okay.
get it and come out with it, and
Mhm.
wrap up and do them money exchange and thing. It was something else.
Yes.
Or when them sell the herring.
Mm-hmm.
Some shops were just
Or the
favored for
mackerel, the
selling
salt
herring.
mackerel.
Yes, and the salt mackerel.
Mhm.
And the moment you step in, you smell it. If you're
Smell it,
hungry,
yes.
don't eat your supper. Because
Yes.
the smell just knock you, man. But
Came out with this
what I
story.
used to love is sometimes when you see, we never to get the handle yet when you're little. If you just knock down on the countertop and say, serve.
Serve. So then you can't reach
No.
and your shot.
No, but if you're bright and go do that, say them guys
So
shout
you're not
after you.
trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I manners.
We never not count them. You have
There's
to
a
say,
big
ball
people
out
alone
and
to
say,
do that.
serve. I say it
It says
loud.
serve.
Loud.
And
Say it
sometimes you
loud.
don't hear nobody. You
You
said
know me I think about right now? The hot bread with butter.
right? Yes, Jen. That was you loved that, right?
You make me go
The
for
hot
Paiza go
bread
to
with
right now when we
butter.
finish.
Every shopkeeper had a I don't know, they call it like a box thing. Is a plug it in and it hot the thing. Yeah. And they have that thing and they cut the bread
It's a
and they have
patty,
the butter.
patty pan, one patty pan.
Patty pan like.
The patty,
Mhm.
And
yeah.
they cut that bread whole life.
Yeah.
You don't want dinner after that. You don't want no dinner.
Jen make me hungry.
And the butter a melt way,
A
right?
melt
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
As
That
Maxine
was,
said, they never usually put butter in the fridge. Butter never put in fridge.
no.
Everything was outside. So when you do that butter, it just nice on the
You
bread.
lucky. My
Because it was
grandparents them
salty
leave and
too.
go
The
on
body
a
was
funeral
salty.
one Sunday evening and then leave me at the house. And they leave me with the chiffon butter and one cream crackers in a bag. Every minute me go in, I had a swing outside on the almond tree. Every minute me go in, me take one cracker and dip in the chiffon butter. And when it's nice, when me go back, and it's like me keep telling myself only one me I go back for. Eh,
You
by
know,
the
so,
time, just by the time I finish the bag, I almost finished. I must have 2 or 3 leaving in the bag. That time chiffon butter, nice.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I remember those
gosh.
cream crackers in the red and yellow bag. I
Yes,
remember cream
yeah,
crackers.
not the hard
So
crackers, the cream crackers.
I know the ones you're talking, the round, smaller and
That
round.
is why when I go to the doctor, and in America here, and they're taking my everything, my kidney, my liver, everything, and they say, Lord, it's so clean and pretty. I say yes because it's a Jamaican good food. You understand me? It's not here. I used to eat some very good food in Jamaica. I tell them it's not the food here. It's a nice food in Jamaica. Make me look so.
I'll hold you up now, Jen.
Remember when Chop Lock on Sunday? Yes.
So Angie, when shop lock on Sunday, that's true. Yes, our
Yes.
shopkeepers
Our
never
shop
had
were
shop.
closed on a Sunday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everybody gone at
That's why
church.
Miss Iris put on our white hat and gone to church, not a shop.
Mm-hmm. So
She come up here, husband
Roland
and go to
says,
church. So when she
Roland,
come back from church, them in a bar a drink down there in a shop. That's a shop. You have a shop part and you have
and
a
the
bar
bar
part. Them the man
One
are
thing
husband.
I learned when my mother used to send me to shop, and I never did it again. Do not put your children in short shorts.
mm-hmm.
Go to the shop.
Yes.
Because when you go to this shop, you have to look decent because you have these little men out there.
Mm-hmm.
Lord gosh, and you used to trouble you. I mean, was a fat girl, And
Yeah.
then you go put on shorts. Oh my gosh, I couldn't walk on
Yes.
the street.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I couldn't walk
And
on
you're right, Jen, because in most communities, that's where and people used to either laugh when grown men would be making some little snide
Remarks,
remarks.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when they see
Mhm.
little girls and stuff. But yeah, those things were not right.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Roland is saying Miss Jenny's shop, Mass Chambers shop, which was the biggest with a bar, and Mr. D shop around the lane. Yes, brother. Thank
Very
you,
good.
Roland.
Thank you.
Remember, Iman. Jeez.
So here, Ingrid is in Jamaica. Ingrid, hey Ingrid. She says 2 cents syrup for lunch and a slice for lunch from the shopkeeper.
She must be talking cheese. Slice of cheese.
Artist,
I
anyone
remember
of you
Cardinal
member?
College.
Oh,
Yes, I remember
Yes.
Cardinal College.
Yes.
We used to have to go around a sister cookie shop for one at each figure clean church.
Oh,
Yes.
That was a red polish. That was a red polish.
The Cardinal was red. They have
Yes.
Cardinal red and then they have the light color one.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember when they used to
Yeah.
say we go buy carnation milk?
Carnation.
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 We used to buy
No,
Betty and Nestles. The Betty milk was the
Yeah.
water kind of water.
Betty and
but it-
Nestles, yeah.
So who member kerosene oil fridge?
All
Oh
right.
my gosh.
You remember when we talk about the kerosene oil?
Yes,
All right.
Yes.
So, Mr. Stewart, see?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember Kirsten.
I only remember the stove, the kerosene oil stove.
Yes. Oh, Christine. I couldn't remember, but
Ethiopia,
Christine
Rwanda,
was in
Uganda.
Ethiopia.
Wow.
Yeah, she was in Ethiopia. She sent me some pictures of her adventures, and she and I'll be interviewing her.
Nice.
Yes, so we can talk about her adventures.
Now you can go to Rwanda. Now
There
you
you
can
go.
Uganda.
Who said turn cornmeal with coconut milk?
Yes,
Like what I had this morning. That's what I made this morning.
my grandmother used to make it, but she never. We did so poor when they make cooked and turn cornmeal.
Yes, I always put coconut milk in my cornmeal.
Coconut,
yeah.
and they put my grandmother used to cut up pumpkin and put in it, but we never have no starfish because we poor. So it was just this coconut milk in it and the pumpkin and whatever that the vegetable they could put in. So chicken and no fish and no fancy.
Ryan said, how about the flour bag? Okay.
Well, the flower bag, we used to have to go get the flower bag out of Miss Iris. And my grandmother would then bleach out the color out of the logo. That's
Out of it. My grandmother did that.
The red and the blue logo that was on the flower bag. And it took them days for bleach out. That's something.
Yes. And it take them kids to get to have the flour off of the back, and once you wet the flour, roll up, and it's hard to come off.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they use that and make bloomers.
Yes.
My
grandmother did that.
You know what bloomers are?
Yes,
Yes, I used to wear bloomers to school, but not the crocus bag one. No.
Baggy.
And I used to go to St. George's Girls' School, and in the mornings, before you go to class, you have to lift up your dress to show your bloomers that you have all the bloomers.
Yes, sir. Because they didn't want nothing to be showing that not to
Nothing
show.
to show.
Mhm.
That time I did have nice skin. I have nice skin again.
Blowing things scarce.
All right. So Angie says, remember when things scarce and they married the food them?
Oh, that was in the 70s. I think that was in the 70s.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, I remember that.
No, but even later.
Even later.
Man.
80s election time. 80s election time, yeah.
Yes, when I live in Kingston, I buy 2 pounds of rice because rice was scarce, and I had to buy a pack of stay free to go with the rice.
Rice and stay free. Oh, what is man?
So Ryan said, let me put this one.
The genie floor polish.
Flower bag made good short pants.
Yes.
So Wilbert said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they have a string in the waist.
Yeah.
Don't give nobody no idea because you soon see come back.
No, well,
It's
fashion
already back.
revolves.
Yes, because everybody wear tear-up clothes now, but then we came to wear tear-up clothes.
Ryan, keep it for yourself and turn fashion designer.
And everybody, because look at even the acid wash jeans.
Yes.
When I was younger, my uncle used to use bleach and just splash him jeans.
Yes.
About long time ago.
Yeah.
And then all of that just come in as a fashion.
Yeah, you never know. You have to keep your fashion to yourself sometimes.
Yes, just the other day I was saying that when we were growing up, tear clothes, if a boy have on a tear pants, tear up knee pants or tear body pants, you look like you're poor, you were considered poor.
And then darn it.
And you shame. And now with them selling it in a store for enough money. You know,
So
it's amazing.
Andrea said kerosene oil stove was hard to control when I was about 9 years old.
Yes,
Trying to fry dumpling. Hold on. Trying to fry dumpling and the Dutch pot got too hot. The pot turned over and burned up my leg.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, Andrea.
Oh my goodness. So that hard.
All right. I don't know how many of you came on the dot of 10, but stay with me. Let me make you feel a little irie.
More people they are country than town. Some of them black and some of them brown. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. You never know the country people were so nice. Born and raised in Kingston City, as a youth I thought Kingston was the place to be. Until I found up a country field to check me granny and catch a country bus out a halfway tree. You never know the country bus ride so nice. Lad, you never know the country bus ride so nice. With the driver span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up, span, span up. Before me know it, me catch a country. Me eating jelly under a coconut tree. Talking to a lady named Sister D. She tell me your country life, Irene. Me never know say country life was so nice. Lord, me never know say country life was so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. Me never know say country life was so nice. When she done, she cooks dinner for me. Roast breadfruit, ackee, fish and bami. And she introduced me to her family. I get her under dasa and brother shorty. Me never know say country people so nice. Dad, me never know say country people so nice. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. Me never know say country people was so nice. Me love Kingston all the same. But true crime and violence, it carry bad name. But when I was a boy, it was so nice. But now that I'm a man, me have to think twice. Country life is really nice. Me never know the country life was so nice. Now me never know the country life was so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. Me never know the country life was so nice. Span up, span up, span, span up, span up, span up. Spam, spam, up, spam, up, spam, up, spam, spam, up, spam, up, spam, up, spam, spam. Some more people they are country downtown. Some of them black and some of them brown. Them sweeter than sugar and them sweeter than spice. Me never know the country people was so nice. Me never know the country people so nice. Lord, me never know the country people so nice. Me never know the country life was so nice. Lord, me never know the country life was so nice. Me never know the country food tastes so nice. Lord, me never know the country food tastes so nice. It's sweeter than sugar and it's sweeter than spice. Me never know the country food tastes so nice.
Yeah. I just had to do that for you. Jen, you and I are getting in the groove, yeah, Jen. We feel the music. Tell you one. No, phone rock was just too,
Is it too quiet?
Too quiet. Jen and I were here jiving, man, and enjoying.
Ryan, you're welcome. As he said, thanks, Jen. I don't know what he said thanks for, but he said thanks, Jen. I said welcome.
Oh, so here, Miss Aldit. No, so again, this is history lesson. Aldit said didn't know they had kerosene oil fridge.
All right.
So now you know. Now you know Aldit. She said, I have a lot of respect for those conductors on the country bus. Why? Their memory it good for real. How them find your grip, your bag so fast.
you know, everything in one. After that show, I went up the street there to a restaurant called Backyard, a Jamaican restaurant. And the moment I walked in, there was this picture on the wall with Lady D Boss.
The boss Lady D Boss?
Yes, the boss that she had in the background on the wall there. Last week.
Lady D still have the boss there?
Yeah.
Lady D was gone married.
I think it was Feathers or one of them.
Feathers, yes. And there were some guys who were sitting there, some older men who were sitting there, and they were wondering why I was taking the picture. We said, that's weird. I showed them that we do the show on a Saturday morning, and we were just featuring, the buses, and I showed them the bus in the background and whatever. And he said, the man still operating on the bus, they're still operating on from Lawrence Tavern to town.
You see that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So the bus still operate from Lawrence Tavern to town, and him know the man is his neighbor and all of that. But he said that the original owner died, but the bus is still up.
Yes.
See, Cat said who used to don pants when you carry that for your tailor or your mother or whoever.
First of all, I wouldn't judge if you're going to be a good wife if you can don a pants and if you can cook. You can don a man pants good.
Yeah.
So.
But one thing I want to say about the shop situation, I must say I appreciate the shopkeepers because anything you needed, you could get from that shop, especially when storm comes and the metro stock up. And then when storm comes, you can't go to the big supermarket. You always can get a little tin, something in the air, little rice there. They were always preparing for the people of the community. That's another important people of the community, the shopkeepers.
Yes.
And they were less appreciated, They were less appreciated most times, but they were influences. It's the same thing I said about the churches. A lot of time we see big churches don't have a problem with big churches, but you see those tiny churches, they have to exist because they pray for the big churches. They more, they pray for the big churches. The small shops, they prepare us for the big shops. You understand me? So, it's like I really appreciate the kindness and the time when we don't have money. Because you can't go in a stop and shop and all them big supermarket and say you go trust. You understand me? But these shops were ready to lend a helping hand. All when what I love about them, they take care of the children when they're going to school. Sometimes the kids them don't eat no breakfast or anything, but they find one little cheese tricks like myself. Sometimes I get a little cheese tricks and a little bulla, a piece of bulla, and to give them to eat so they can have something in their stomach.
Yeah.
So you see, the shopkeepers they really serve their purpose in society.
Yes, ma'am. Service. They offer service, and we are very grateful to them because I have seen,
What Hortense?
Bloomers. Jackie, can you tell what bloomers is, please?
Miss Princess now?
A princess.
Princess, Bloomers is the coffee bag where the girls them use a coffee bag. it's the panty made out of the what you call it, the calico bag, the flower bag. They use it to make pant, and then put elastic in the waist or string,
and
then they put elastic also around the legs.
Around the foot, yeah.
And it looks like bubbles. It bubble up around you because it's big.
All right. So somebody please tell Aldit what happened when you don the pants. Because we're on a history lesson here.
That's where it goes, where it come.
The down pants were the ones that had the pat like another cloth on top of it, right?
Yeah, underneath. There's an art in doing it.
Yes.
So Aldit, if the pants tear, because it is not likely they had money to go get a new one.
New pants, yes.
Then there is that skill. You can either use your sewing machine
or your hand.
And a lot of people never have no sewing machine then.
I take forever.
I did it in America one time. My pants was torn and I
darn it up.
And I darn it up, and it was a style. People were looking at it. So maybe where did I get that designer pants from?
When back then when you wear patch clothes and down up clothes, you consider poor.
Yeah,
but which designer is that?
Yes, but we're wrapping up. Usually, it's an hour, but when we're laughing so much and having fun, but certainly, again, my name is Miss Pansy.
Miss Pansy,
welcome to my shop.
Thank you, Miss Birdie.
If anything, if anything on a want talk now, Miss Scale ready, everything ready before me go down a bus line, because by the time I buy out my stock, me need to go refill it.
Amen.
So and Big Jill Island twice a minute.
Just make sure you bring the bread and butter come.
Okay. Yeah, but we really had a good morning. Going down memory lane about our shopkeepers. We had front road, back road. And so Miss Cookie was on the back road. Penny and Miss Inez was on front road, Auntie on front road.
So it's not like you live in Middle Street.
Yes, I was.
I have front road and back road.
Yes, so you pass, when you come off the crossroad, there's a little hill you come up. And then you walk up, go around a corner where the Episcopal church is, Middle Church we call it. Middle Church, they don't have no instrument. So then just sing and clap, and when you look at like 3 people,
Oh, God.
Have mercy.
Where two or three are gathered, the Lord is in
Together.
the midst.
Amen.
Mhm.
Right?
Amen.
And you had our church, the Big Prophecy Church, down below, right on top of the hill, right there. So, and you know, as you talk about the movie Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I saw Smile Orange was
Ah,
right a little below, right by Miss Sylvie, where the guys live, right there, and across the road was the library. And they put up big white sheet, man,
cheat. Yes.
spread it across the street,
They put
and
their
they come with
projector.
the projector.
Yes.
And we just assembled right there and watched
Yeah.
Smile Orange. I have a cousin, Barbara Sweeney. She was in that movie. So, you know, with Robin, we call her. So, you know, we so excited because we are somebody in a movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Bossy.
Oh,
Next time, bossy.
we both
what's
see.
it?
Yeah, but that was the first time we watched a movie right there out in the open. Yeah, Smile Orange. Good movie too. So let's wrap up, guys. It's 3 minutes to go to 11:30. But man, I had a good time going down memory lane with you ladies. I appreciate you so much for partnering with me to do this on a Saturday morning. And there are people, the platform is building momentum. People are looking forward. So the exercise that I am asking of you to do for me this morning, I realize that the numbers, for example, I'm looking at how many people are watching live.
Right.
And I'm looking at how many people are posting their comments. So method in every madness in how these social media platforms actually work. If you pull up, all right, say you don't subscribe to me, but I tell you, go on YouTube, search for Jackie. I think I'm getting feedback from you.
Who's it big?
So yeah, okay. So when you are there, and I keep saying subscribe. The word is right there, subscribe. So I did a test with someone in my office just this week, and when she has not yet subscribed, but because I will just pop up when I go live, that's how she watch. So when I attempted to tap the link, it takes me because it routes you to a page which says put in your email address and your password. So in other words, I usually use the term, you can come on and be looking at me, but I won't see you.
Okay.
Because you come on the veranda, you want to reach into the hall, but me not give you access to come into the hall.
Yes.
So you're still on the veranda. So I'm not seeing the actual numbers,
Okay.
Okay.
real live numbers, nor will it allow you to post a comment.
Right.
Okay. So you
So
have to finish the
so you
process.
have to finish the
Your
process.
name
Yes.
and the information that
Put
you
your
asked for.
information. If you have email, put it in, and it's not they're not asking you to pay any money. So when we
Yes.
say subscribe, don't get intimidated that lady they asked me if you subscribe and me have to go pay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Not all subscription requires
Right? Not all subscription requires
payment.
you to pay. So I'm just asking you to do that for me as you're watching now. If you haven't fully subscribed, going through that process, please do so. Because even when I'm doing my radio program, I'm still looking to see what's going on. Why am I not seeing all these people
Mhm.
Right.
who are saying, Lady D, I watched when you were on? And I'm like, but I don't see you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not there. And persons like Jackie and other people who are always on the platform with me while the show is going on, we don't see you. So I'm asking you to do that for me. And this evening at 7 p.m., I will be having Gifted Fingers touching
Oh,
lives.
it's gifted finger.
Yes, it's at 7 p.m. this evening. So I'm looking forward to having you back. Now, the reason, and I'm having Dennis Rushton, master pianist. Dennis is out of this world, can play play, long time Jamaican man in Jamaica playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. Top, happy you're here. Worried. You just see her me here. Okay, so Dennis will be on with me at 7 p.m. this evening. So I'm asking you to come back, man. Let's enjoy some nice music and, have fun from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. or a little after 8. You know how we go. But it should be good. So please subscribe to Inside the Zone with Lady D Denise Gomez.
My mother is coming in to spend the Saturday with us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to be studying for finals next week. I don't know how that's going to work because anytime my mother come around, so we're going to have to sit up and chat and laugh and carry on.
Yes, nice. So I'm just thanking you, ladies, and again, you all have your own business going on, branding yourselves, and so on. So Max, let's talk about you.
Okay, so Max is a poet, a writer, a singer, stage performer. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Twitter, and the yard. You can also find my songs on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Music. And if you want a direct performance, you can find me, link me up, and I'll give it to you.
Go Max.
All right.
Jen.
Okay. Hi, guys. Yes, I'm Miss Jen. Can't hide. Yes, I'm a playwright. I am a poet. I am a singer. I'm everything. Name it. And I just started my own little tutoring service with the children.
Nice.
And I must give a testimony today. At 5:54 yesterday morning, one of my parents called me and said, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. She called from Jersey. She said, Miss Jen, my son could not read a word. And now he was saying all his spelling word this morning.
Mm-hmm.
In just 3 weeks, my son can read. A lady from Manhattan, her niece come from Manhattan, a white lady. She said, I love your voice. It really, you're not fake at all. It don't have no fakeness about it when you're teaching. And real, the child has improved tremendously. And I'm getting a lot of good reviews. So come on board. Let me tell you something. The exam, no matter how COVID was enough, the exam them is not going to change. They're going to give the kids the same exam. If they fail them, they are going to keep them back. I am there to help that. So come on, get your kids some tutoring, even 1 hour, of tutoring, even 1 day a week or 2 days a week, because you might say a picnic bright, but when I test them not really know much.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Jen.
Congrats. Okay, so
Congrats. Jack.
Hi. How wanna do?
Good.
The pudding pan here.
So let me take that down.
Put the pudding pan here.
Put it back.
When I'm ready.
Put it back up. They didn't see you properly.
Oh, yes. Here's the pudding pan.
Mm-hmm.
We just come from market. When I'm ready, I fill this up with batter.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be yours anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So you find me on Facebook, Jackie Francis Tyson, or you can find me on Instagram. And that's the pudding pan, Jack's Pudding Pan. And like Max said, find me on my yard or that number you see there, 917-533-2380.
There you go. That's how we roll. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D Denise Gomez. My radio broadcast airs twice weekly, Mondays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And that feature is called The Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Email me inside the zone nyc@gmail.com. That's Inside the Zone NYC at gmail.com. Don't forget this evening at 7 p.m. Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose. My guest, Dennis Rushton, live from Jamaica. So we're wrapping up now, everyone. I just had to allow my good friends to promote their business and that you will support them. All righty, we're wrapping
Thank
up.
you so much, Lady D. Thank you for having us. I
Yes,
really appreciate
it's been
you
so
know.
much fun.
Yes, thank you. It's always my pleasure to be here because me know me can't control my teeth.
I always tell Lady D, I always big up Lady D because she was the one that really, let people know about me, so from the beginning. We have been struggling it through Lady D.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Thank you. So thanks everyone for being here, for participating, sharing your shopkeeper story in your community. Who knows what's going to happen next week? I don't know, but we'll see.
We play it by here.
We play it by ear, right? And see what else we can tap into to entertain you and for you to entertain us and share your stories with us. It has been my pleasure, ladies. Have yourselves a great Saturday today. Well, we don't have no snow. Missy ice on live wire out a door because they did say it would get a bit icy.
Okay.
A little speck of snow I saw outside on the cars and thing. And then I looked on the wire running across and I'm like, oh, what that?
Let me say what that.
I said, what that's sticking on? It's ice.
Okay.
So, people have to be very careful.
Yes.
Florida is nice, but they have a little darkness, like the cloud. Somebody said, "Man, not snow go fall in Florida," but I don't think so.
Okay. And you have your how many corn, Max?
Yes,
My cornmeal porridge.
We just have no hard bread, but we have sliced bread. That's we work same way.
And Jackie?
It's cornmeal porridge.
Oh, cornmeal.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I have some leave-over oats. May I go see what happens.
No porridge.
Me jackass can. So.
No mind. See if anybody can bring us
some
some for you.
pigtail. I make some wonderful stew peas the other day. I mean, I pick off the stew.
You didn't pick off it here?
Before we reach home.
We don't know how to do this.
There's somebody at my door. I need to answer that.
All right. So
Okay, I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone.